Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Would signing an experienced veteran and NBA champion be a good option for the Lakers? Brook Lopez has the potential to be a great asset to the Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly fans of Brook Lopez and are expected to be active contenders for him in the center market this summer. One of the main priorities for the Los Angeles Lakers this offseason will be finding a new starting center, as they struggled in that position during the second half of the season and in the playoffs following the trade that sent Anthony Davis to Dallas. Fortunately for the Lakers, several intriguing and affordable options are expected to be available at the center position this offseason, and the team is actively exploring additions that could significantly boost their championship hopes. One name that stands out as a top target for the Lakers is Milwaukee Bucks veteran Brook Lopez. The Lakers have long been fans of Lopez, sources say. Although it doesn't guarantee they will pursue him again, but the Lakers are indeed expected to be a player in the center market this summer, Fisher reports. The 37-year-old center is set to enter his 18th NBA season. This year, he averaged a solid 13.0 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks across 80 games for the Bucks. Lakers predicted to go after Celtics' $19.5 million All-Star in free agency. How are the Los Angeles Lakers planning to strengthen their frontcourt this offseason? With limited cap space, the team is eyeing savvy veteran additions, and one name generating buzz is a seasoned big man who could transform their defense and add playoff experience. This potential target, currently with the Boston Celtics but entering free agency, brings a unique skill set that could complement the Lakers' star duo of LeBron James and Luka Doncic, though his age and fit raise questions. Sam Quinn of CBS Sports recently broke down the case for this player to land in LA, highlighting both his strengths and potential drawbacks. Pros: even at 38, he was still perhaps the best defensive player on the number 4 defense in the NBA last season in Boston, Quinn wrote. Still an excellent switch defender who can hold up in isolation against basically anyone. Immovable in the post. Philadelphia was once so scared of him that it gave him a max contract in part to ensure that he couldn't defend Joel Embiid anymore. The best shooting big available at this price point. Sorely underrated passer. One of the smartest players of his generation. An absolutely beloved teammate almost everywhere he's been. Cons: he's entering his age 39 season, so there's no telling how much longer he'll be able to play at this level, Quinn continued. Still good enough to warrant bigger offers than the taxpayer mid-level, even if it's only a one-year deal. In part because of how much time he spends on the perimeter, he's never been a valuable rebounder. He's not at all a lob threat for Doncic. While he's by no means a bad rim protector, that has never been his defensive strength. He's a Celtic, and at this point in his career, there might not be enough upside for him to risk jeopardizing his standing in Boston by wearing the purple and gold. This player is Al Horford, the veteran center who has anchored Boston's elite defense for years. Horford's ability to switch onto guards, stonewall post-up players, and knock down threes makes him an intriguing fit for the Lakers. His basketball IQ and playmaking could elevate LA's offense, and his leadership, lauded by teammates like Jason Tatum, would also bring stability to a locker room navigating intense expectations. However, signing Horford presents challenges. At 39, his durability is a concern, despite playing 65 games last season. His rebounding is pedestrian for a center, and his diminishing athleticism limits his fit as a lob threat, as alluded to by Quinn. The Lakers' taxpayer mid-level exception, projected at $5.2 million, might not be enough to lure him from Boston, where he's a beloved figure and 2024 champion. The Lakers' pursuit of Horford hinges on their ability to sell him on a final championship run while Boston goes through a gap year. Yet, Horford's deep ties to the Celtics and the physical toll of a 19th NBA season could make him hesitant. If the Lakers can secure Horford, they'd gain a battle-tested veteran whose intangibles and versatility could push them closer to a title. But it's an unlikely outcome. Magic Johnson discusses offseason needs for Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are entering an important offseason in which they will look to build the right roster around Luka Doncic and LeBron James to become true championship contenders. Many have opinions on what the franchise should do this summer, and that includes the greatest point guard of all time, Magic Johnson. The Lakers legend has always been one to speak freely about what he believes the franchise should do, and this offseason is no different. Johnson appeared on ESPN's Get Up and praised Doncic for getting into better shape before breaking down what he feels the team needs to do to become a championship-level team. Well, first of all, great job by Coach J.J. Redick to put everybody on notice on the Lakers team that they have to be in better condition for them to win an NBA championship. And I'm glad that Luka listened to J.J., and now look at him. He looks great right now, and the rest of the Lakers have to do the same thing. And Luka, it's great what you did in Dallas, but the difference is, in Los Angeles, we expect championships and we expect our superstars to lead us to a championship. LeBron has already did that, now we want Luka to do the same thing. But it's gonna take more than just Luka. It's gonna take more than just Luka being in shape. Rob Pelinka has gotta improve the roster. We need a big man, and so hopefully we'll be able to get a big man during this offseason. I think we must improve the bench as well, and so Rob will have a chance to do that as well. We gotta get faster. Right now, the Lakers are too slow, and Minnesota really exposed the Lakers. When they had individual matchups, they went at Luka and they went at Austin Reeves, so they must improve the defense. If they don't improve the defense, it's no way the Lakers can win a championship. The playoffs certainly exposed the Lakers' faults, and the pressure is on Rob Pelinka to improve those issues this summer. Ultimately, all eyes will be on James and Doncic, and Johnson feels they must embrace that. They have to take on that mindset. It is them two against the world. Kareem and I used to say it's us against the world, and we didn't mind that, we embraced that. We went out and said bring it on, and so him and LeBron gotta say hey, we gotta get together and say it's us against the world, but we need other guys to help us win the championship. All you have to do is look at these playoffs right now and these finals. SGA is not playing by himself. Halliburton is not playing by himself. You need 4 other guys. And last night you saw 8 guys actually help the Pacers win that game last night. So if the Lakers are going to win a championship, it's gonna take more than just Luka and LeBron. Now they must play at a superstar level. Yes, we understand that, but they need help. So, we need a center, an athletic center, and then we need some other pieces to help put LeBron and Luka in a comfortable situation, in a situation that they know that they can win a championship. This offseason is shaping up to be an action-packed one across the entire NBA, and the Lakers will have to make the right moves if they hope to keep pace in the extremely competitive Western Conference. Doncic and James will lead the way, and if Pelinka and the front office can build the right roster around them, the Lakers will be ready to take on anybody. Lakers legend Magic Johnson's NBA Finals prediction holding true. Prior to the start of the NBA Finals, Lakers legend Magic Johnson made a prediction that the series between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Indiana Pacers would be much closer than people thought. With Thunder and Phi being the prevailing belief throughout the basketball world, Johnson saw things going differently, and he has proven to be right. Lakers Luka Doncic slammed 4 leadership qualities. The Los Angeles Lakers traded for Luka Doncic this season so that he could lead the team into the next era once LeBron James retires. Doncic is supposed to have all of the leadership qualities needed to win a title. Los Angeles is hoping that Doncic will be able to take more of a leadership role next season in his first full season as a Laker. They are hoping he will be in better shape. 2. Doncic's conditioning came under fire after he looked tired and not able to stay in front of anyone defensively against the Timberwolves. Doncic's leadership is now under fire because of the fact that he hasn't been able to stay in shape throughout his NBA career. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith thinks that is indicative of poor leadership. I think that any leader and champion would tell you if the issue involving you is that you're not in shape. If conditioning is a question mark, that's lacking leadership. The Lakers are hoping that Doncic is taking his conditioning more seriously this offseason. They are hoping that spending more time around LeBron James will spur him into taking more action. Despite the fact that Doncic has never really been in shape during his NBA career, He was able to lead the Dallas Mavericks to an NBA Finals appearance just last season. If Doncic were to ever get into shape and stay in shape, it would unlock an entirely new level in his game. That's what the Lakers are hoping for next year. James is still the undisputed leader of the team, and will be until he retires. That doesn't mean that Doncic can't still be a leader. He needs to show the rest of his teammates that he is serious about getting better. Smith doesn't seem to think that Doncic is taking things seriously enough when it comes to his conditioning. The Lakers won't know just how in shape he is until the playoffs next season, because that will be a true test. After being traded to the Lakers, he averaged 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game. Lakers insider chimes in on huge three-way trade idea suggested by fan. The Los Angeles Lakers need two main additional pieces this summer, a starting-level center and a two-way wing who is at least a 3-and-D player. They have limited trade assets and very little salary cap flexibility, and therefore, addressing both needs will be difficult. But perhaps where there is a will, there is a way. If the Lakers get creative enough in trade discussions, and if at least one other team is willing to do them a solid, perhaps they will significantly buttress their roster. On a recent episode of Buha's Block, Lakers beat writer Jovan Buha invited insider Anthony Irwin from Clutch Points. Buha explored a three-team trade a fan proposed that would give Los Angeles not only the center it badly needs but also an athletic two-way wing who was an all-star starter just 3 years ago. In this trade idea, it would land Nick Claxton from the Brooklyn Nets and Andrew Wiggins from the Miami Heat while giving up forwards Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt, big man Maxi Kleber, wing Dalton Knecht, guard Gabe Vincent, a 2031 first-round draft, this year's number 55 pick and 2028 and 2030 pick swaps. While this trade looks good on paper for LA, Irwin sounded skeptical that it would work in real life. Need a break? Play the USA Today Daily Crossword Puzzle. If there's a team that I would say might not be as interested, it would be Brooklyn, because Jared Vanderbilt's contract is one of the more negative assets out there, Irwin responded. I don't think the Nets would be interested in taking on Vondo. Basically, the Lakers would have to throw another pick swap out there, or they would not be able to protect the first that they sent to Brooklyn in that case. Claxton is someone who is going to have a lot of value around the league, he added. If you're gonna send out Claxton and you bring back one of the worst contracts in the sport, then you really have to get paid for it. While Claxton would be the athletic, rim-protecting big man who is also a lob threat and a good rebounder that the Lakers need, Wiggins would also be a big get. He averaged 18.0 points a game and shot 37.4% from three-point range this season, and he's also an excellent defender. At 6'7", he can play at and defend multiple positions, and his experience winning an NBA championship with the Golden State Warriors certainly doesn't hurt. At age 30, he could provide at least 2 or 3 more productive years. But in this trade idea, Los Angeles would have to replenish its depth at the power forward and guard positions. If it has a plan to do so, perhaps this would be the can't-miss deal it would want to make. LeBron James teases Lakers' future with cryptic ad. The Lakers superstar teased a major announcement in a strange ad. LeBron James has talked about the fact that he's not going to play that much longer for the Los Angeles Lakers. A couple of years ago, he teased the fact that he was thinking about retiring. Of course, James decided to come back, and he made second-team All-NBA this year. He is still one of the best players in the league, and it's hard to see him leaving while he's still playing this way. Still, he won't be around forever. The Lakers probably have just 2 or 3 years left with him, maximum. They might have even less. Read more, Lakers rumors, ideal center target will be available this offseason. LeBron James teases his future retirement in a strange ad. James is not someone who shies away from attention. Fans of other teams would say that he actually seeks it out. They will say the same thing after a cryptic ad was released involving James. In this ad, James is seen at a podium, seemingly having announced his retirement. He is then asked what's next before the screen cuts to black. What this means is unclear, but it likely doesn't mean that James is going to retire this offseason. He seems to still be as hungry as ever to win an NBA title, and that should still be his top priority. After the Lakers made a trade for Luka Doncic this year, they feel as though they can win it all as long as James and Doncic are both healthy. They just need to fill in some gaps. More Lakers news. Magic Johnson tried to block Lakers from losing Alex Caruso. The Lakers are in a position in which they need to have James focused and ready to go for next season. They have made several moves in the last few years in order to make him happy. James has been vocal about the fact that he wants to own one of the expansion teams that will be coming to the NBA, preferably the Las Vegas franchise. That could be what he does in retirement. This season, James averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists per game. He shot 51.3% from the field and 37.6% from three.